Hello, my name is Rick Lastly. I'm the very proud principal of Apollo High School. We'd like to welcome you parents, and we want to give you opportunities throughout this school year to help manage your seniors. Very proud of our seniors and look forward to the opportunities that they have here at Apollo High School to prepare them for what's next. Please don't hesitate to contact us at any time if you have a question or if you have any concern throughout the school year. We will be very happy to help you.
Hello parents of seniors, welcome to Eagle Expo. We want to thank you so much for coming tonight. Hopefully tonight you will be able to get some good information and make a lot of visits with colleges and military representatives to be able to help you guide your senior on this path of senior year. So welcome to fall semester. Want to give you a little bit of the order of operations for some important items coming up if your senior is college bound. At the beginning of this year, we talked with seniors about starting to apply for colleges. It's that season where it's time to start shopping around. Good ways to do that are to go and explore college websites and also make some college campus visits. Then seniors are ready to start applying to some colleges of their choice. I want to remind you that your student can have 2 college visits excused this year. There is a college visit form that they can pick up in the guidance office that needs to be returned to the attendance office at least 5 days prior to your student being absent for them to have an excused absence to go on a college visit. So we really encourage you to start making some visits and to do some shopping. With your materials that you received, you got a Kentucky Goes to College folder and a really important Getting In book that's produced by Kia. I want to point out that at the front of the Getting In book, there is a lot of useful information about applying for colleges, about financial aid, about student loans, different ways to pay for college. Also, in the midsection to the back of the book, every college, private or public, and university in the state of Kentucky has a page. Please take a look at that information. You can find out what programs, what degrees the colleges offer, and also the costs to attend specific colleges in Kentucky. That is a very valuable resource that you received tonight. As students are ready to apply for colleges, that is all done online. Your senior will need to go to the college website, and there will be a button somewhere on their homepage that says apply or apply now. So your student will click on that button and will just start answering all of the questions. Be advised that at some point, if your student is applying to a public institution, they will charge an application fee. And we're finding this year that the average application fee is about $50, and that is payable online with a debit or credit card. If your senior applies to a private institution, they typically do not have application fees. If your senior qualifies for free and reduced lunch, they can come to the guidance office and I will be happy to help them out with a fee waiver where they can waive the application fee. So I'm happy to help with that. Immediately after your student applies online for the college that they are pursuing, they need to log into their Parchment account and order their high school transcript to go to that institution. Colleges and universities cannot make acceptance decisions until they review your student's grade point average and their ACT scores. All of that information is found on their high school transcript. Apollo uses Parchment as our electronic transcript service. That is the way that we send transcripts to colleges and universities. Your student has been shown how to set up their Parchment account. Please check and see if they have completed that yet. If they have not, they can go into their Apollo student email and there is a message from Parchment. They just simply click on the email and follow the very simple instructions to set up their Parchment account. Then they are ready to order transcripts to go wherever they would like. This service is free while your student is in high school. So that's the way to get transcripts to the colleges. Colleges and universities have specific criteria, and each can vary, of what they require as far as GPA and ACT to admit students. Also, in your Kentucky Goes to College folder, we have a comprehensive list of all institutions in the state of Kentucky, letting you know what their criteria is for acceptance. So we hope that that will be helpful for you. If your son or daughter is looking at an out-of-state institution, usually that information can be found on the college website under the admission tab. A few colleges may require an essay as part of their entrance and their application, so students should be aware of that and should begin working on those. After your student has applied for colleges that they are interested in, the next step in this process of the road to college would be starting to look and apply for scholarships. The majority of the academic scholarships come from the colleges. Most of these scholarship opportunities will require letters of recommendation. So at this point, your senior needs to be thinking about a person that they can reach out to who knows them well, that they could request a letter of reference from or letter of recommendation. When your student asks an adult to write them a letter, they should provide them with a resume so that person can have more information to write a nice letter. I have some letters of recommendation form in the guidance office. Your student is welcome to use one of those or to have a resume ready. That's a great idea to go ahead and get that together. Also, I am happy to write any letters of recommendation that are required from school guidance counselors. Your student needs to make sure that they give the individual that they are going to ask for a letter from plenty of advanced notice when they need letters of recommendation. If your student receives any written offers of scholarship money, please have them to bring those to the guidance office so we can make you a copy of those. We report offered scholarship totals as well as accepted scholarships in the Honors Night program and to the Owensboro Messenger Inquirer newspaper. So we want to make sure your student gets recognized for offers that they are receiving. Please check college websites for their scholarship deadlines. It is your senior's responsibility to track all deadlines from colleges to which they are applying. It's a great idea to have a calendar at your home to keep track of all important events and timelines during senior year. Organization is a huge key to a successful senior year. Speaking of organization, in your seniors Kentucky Goes to College folder is a paper that says Senior Do Not Lose sheet. The purpose of this paper is for your student to keep track of all usernames, passwords, emails, and student ID numbers on one piece of paper. Your student will have an ACT login. Some will have AP login credentials. There's a Parchment login your student will have and a KIA login where they can check their KEYS money and apply for some scholarships. Also, when seniors apply for colleges, they will create student accounts for the colleges and they will receive student ID numbers and college emails. This paper, the Senior Do Not Lose sheet, allows for all of this important information to be written down on one sheet of paper. I recommend that after your student fills in this paper with several important items, that they take a picture of the paper with their phone. Then they will have that information at the time that they need it and be able to locate it. There are many ways to pay for college. It all begins with filing the FAFSA, which is the free application for student aid. The window to file FAFSA opens October 1st. All seniors should file for the FAFSA. Filing this one-time electronic application qualifies students for grants, which is free money that doesn't have to be repaid, student loans, which are repaid after graduation with interest, and work-study opportunities if your student qualifies. Filing FAFSA will determine the price tag of a particular college. The same college can have different costs for different students depending on their financial backgrounds. After filing FAFSA, families should know within a few short weeks of what their student will qualify for in federal and state money for college. However, colleges don't typically send out an official financial aid package until late spring. Please note that all students should file FAFSA. Most institutions require FAFSA in order for students to accept academic scholarship money. We are having a big FAFSA night here at Apollo to assist you walking through filing the electronic financial aid application. The times and dates are in the paper located in your Kentucky Goes to College folder, so please check that out. National College Decision Day is not until May 1st, so your student and family will have time to compare and contrast different award offers and costs for college before making an official decision. Your student must notify the college that they want to attend by May 1st in order to accept any award money offered. Most scholarships come directly from colleges that your student will be applying for. Colleges have scholarship links on their websites, and they can be explored to see what they offer and how to apply. When you hear the term free ride or full tuition scholarships, this money comes from the colleges directly. There will be some partial scholarships available, offered from many community agencies. These scholarships will be posted on our scholarship page on the Apollo website under the Guidance tab, and under the Guidance tab there is a Scholarship tab. Applications will be uploaded to that page, as well as any electronic links to apply for scholarships. I will send out a remind text anytime we have a new scholarship uploaded to our page. If you or your student have not signed up for the Senior Class Remind Group, I urge you to do that as soon as possible so you will have all of the information you need. That information is also found in your Kentucky Goes to College folder. Other sources of scholarships can include parent employers, churches, civic organizations, and Veterans Affairs. Scholarships can also be found on kpex.com, fastweb.com, and kia.com. In your Kentucky Goes to College folder, there is information also about upcoming ACT and SAT exams, including registration dates and deadlines. It can be worth the time and money for your student to retest if they are close to a college's threshold for scholarship money. I want to thank you very much for coming to Eagle Expo tonight. I will be around this evening to answer any questions that you may have about senior year. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, I'm Kelly Spa, the College and Career Readiness Coach here at Apollo High School. My role at Apollo High School is to help your senior with next step planning, whether that be college or career. I strive to work with each of these seniors to figure out a plan that's going to be best for them, that will lead them on to the future to be successful. The first thing that I want to talk with you tonight is about communication. Ms. Dame had mentioned the Remind message app. We also have some other forms of communication that's really important that your students sign up for. The Remind Message app, there is the Senior Remind Message app, but then there's also students that are taking any dual credit classes. I have a Remind Message app for that as well. So when we're on different schedules at Apollo High School versus what OCTC is on for that day, we want all of our students to be fully aware of what time that they have to be back to the high school for their appropriate classes. Also, it's important that your students are checking their email daily. We have to communicate through email a lot of times because we don't see them in person. So it's really important that they check that email daily, whether it be the Apollo High School email or the OCTC email if they are taking some dual credit classes as well. We also have established a Google Classroom this year. That Google Classroom will allow for us to give out information to the kids, send information through documents, PDF files, that they can access, Google Forms, that sort of thing. At this point, we have all of our seniors that are enrolled in the Google Classroom. However, I'm not sure all seniors are checking that. So please make sure that you have a conversation with your kids to let them know about keeping up with the communication that we are providing to them through the high school. Next, I want to talk to you a little bit about transcripts. Ms. Dame had mentioned transcripts and parchment. The high school transcript is sent through parchment. However, several of our seniors are taking dual credit classes through OCTC, Western, or through Murray. Those high school dual credit classes, those college credits, are not going to count as an official transcript for the universities. So at the end of the senior year, your student's going to need to request a transcript from the delivering university to have it sent to the institution that they are going to be attending. Yes, the high school transcript shows that they had dual credit classes on it. However, that does not count for the official transcript. Also, we have the Kentucky Dual Credit Scholarship. Ms. Dame had mentioned about KIA and students knowing what their KIA login information is, where they check their KEYS account. The Dual Credit Scholarship is also provided on there, and that scholarship is available to juniors and seniors that they can use this scholarship to pay for 2 dual credit classes. Whether they use them their junior year or senior year, or one each, they are eligible to take those courses as long as they are meeting the qualifying benchmarks to participate in those programs. I will be in contact with the kids that are eligible for the scholarship this year to make sure that they are going online in order to select their preferences for the universities and the terms in which they're going to use that scholarship for. The students will also be getting an email from KIA to let them know that their name has been uploaded and that they are available for a scholarship. So again, communication is key to make sure that they are checking those emails and remind messages in order to process that scholarship. Another thing that we have available to our seniors is our Kids on Campus trips. Kids on Campus is where we have the opportunity to take our students to a college campus to visit. They will get to see a dorm room, they will get to go into some class buildings, they will get to meet with admissions reps, sometimes the president of the university. It just really depends on the university that's providing the trip for us. Students can sign up for those Kids on Campus trips by going to the Google Classroom and applying for the trips that are for availability. They're in your packet, in your information packet. There is a list of universities that we're going to be touring and the dates that are provided as well. Again, it's really important that your students just stay up to date so they know. We don't want them to miss anything if they're interested in going to a college campus to visit with a group of their peers. The other thing we have on that Google Classroom is the senior survey. This senior survey really is important for Ms. Dame and I to help plan the events and the activities for the senior year. At this point in time, I think I've only had about 40 seniors that have completed the survey, which if I have a college representative that's going to come to visit the school for the day, I like to send those students messages if they've indicated that they're interested in that university so that they can make sure that they stop by and they see that representative to ask any questions or find out more information about the scholarships that they have available. So that senior survey is really important. So please discuss with your students that if they have not completed the senior survey, to please do so as soon as possible so we can make sure that we are individualizing the activities and events that we have for each of our seniors. In close, I just want to say that Ms. Dame and I are here to assist you and your students. Our doors are always open. If it's best to contact us through phone or through email, we want you to know that we are here for you and we want the best for your kids and that we are going to do whatever we can in order to make this process from graduating high school to entering the college or workforce as seamless as possible. Thank you for coming to Eagle Expo and have a good evening.